Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Claire and today's reading is channeled messages for the collective. This is a collective reading. If you're looking for a pick a card, please don't worry, there's plenty more of those coming. And also you can check out my playlists as well. This reading is timeless. I trust that whenever you have come across this reading that there is a message here for you. And remember, these are just general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's find out what's going on for you and your person of interest today. Transformation. Okay, transformation can be a little bit uncomfortable. It can be very, very challenging, but I definitely see this connection transforming. It is shifting. You're in shifting energy. So when we're in those kind of in-between energies, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable. You can feel a little bit unsure about kind of what's going to happen. We can be triggered into fear. What's going on? Do they like me? What's going to happen for the future, right? But I see this, there's like a dancer on the top of this sand dune in this image, and it's like very elegant. Okay, so it's just like, if you can not resist these changes, you know, we get into this energy of resistance, then you will be able to transform as well and move through this energy effortlessly. Okay, so and I very much sense that this transformation is needed in this connection. Like there's something about it that perhaps wasn't working or wasn't resonating with you. And those, you know, that is what's been cleansed out of this. That's what's changing now. So it's a time of change for you and your person. We have the card Hidden. There's a beautiful owl on this card, this image here. So an owl may be a sign for you in this connection. So there's something here that you are not seeing with this hidden energy, okay, which is coming to light. So Spirit is really saying, look, you can't see the big picture right now, but all will be revealed to you in divine timing, okay? Sorry, there's a massive aircraft going over. It's really low and it sounds really loud, so that may pick up on the audio. It doesn't happen very often. Right, let's see what's going on with you and your person. Let's look at your tarot. Yes, look at that. I knew this was going to happen. Death coming out for you, Scorpio's energy. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is endings and beginnings. So a powerful time of change in this connection for you and your person. Something is ending energetically within this connection, but this is going to bring, you know, renewal is what I'm hearing, and kind of growth here. So let's explore this further, see what's going on for you. Yeah, there's a strong energy here. It's King of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Justice in the reverse. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy showing up here really strongly for you. I sense that there have been some issues in this connection. This is definitely someone who's a soulmate, who does care about you. There is kind of loving energy here for you. But I feel like they have been unfair, okay? This person who is your person of interest, who you are in love with, who you have, you know, depth of feeling for, there is a strong energy that they have been unfair. So it may be that they've been kind of sharing their energies with other people with this Three of Pentacles. There could be a third party situation, somebody here, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean direct cheating. If this is the case, it's something you already know about. I always say that on the channel in a general reading for the collective. You know, I'm not going to call that in that situation, only if I was connecting to your energy one-to-one. So, but I'm just feeling like I'm getting a couple of messages. It could be that they've been unfair to you because they've been kind of, there's this third party, or they've been kind of a little bit open with their energy when it comes to other people, maybe connecting or flirting with other people, something like this, talking to other people, not making a commitment to you, right? The other thing is, it could just be that they haven't made the time for you, that they haven't been willing to put the effort in or do what it takes to make this connection work, is what I'm seeing. And this is why they've been unfair to you. They haven't made the time for you, they haven't made you a priority, they haven't put the energy in to this connection in order to make it work, right? This is what I'm seeing. They do love you, and I feel like they're doing the best that they can with the information that they have. Maybe they've only got a certain bandwidth for this connection, something like this. is what I'm seeing here. But this deep kind of feeling that they've just not treated you fairly, and you just know it. You're just like, I've invested in you. I've shown up for you with an open heart, and this is how you repay me. This is kind of, you're not showing up for me. You're not meeting me in the middle, meeting me where I'm at. And it just feels like they have really treated you unfairly. And it's like you've given them so many chances, or you've given them the benefit of the doubt, or you've given them time. They've been like, look, just give me more time. I just need to sort this out, or I just need to get this project finished, or I just need to sign this contract, or whatever it is, or I just need to kind of work this out with this person, and then I'll be there for you 100%. And yet I feel like there's been no follow through. I feel like there's been a lot of talk, but no action. Like they've said a lot of things to you, but they haven't followed through on what it is that they said that they would do. And this is why they're being unfair, because they're raising your hopes, right? They're saying, maybe it's kind of never, never land, or it's just like this energy of, what do I want to say? I don't know. It's gone. Yeah, just a strong energy of unfairness. Let's look at this a little bit deeper. Yeah, well, there's just no follow through with their words. Oh, that's what I want to say, like future faking. So they're like, in the future things will be better. In the future I'll be able to do this for you. In the future we'll do this together. And yet it never happens, and then the future comes and more time passes and it never happens. They never show up for you in that way. They never follow through with what it is that they're saying. And they're being super unfair as a result of doing that. I feel like for many of them, this is unintentional. Like when they say it, they mean it. Right? When they say it, they mean it, and yet they can't quite get the motivation together, or be organized enough, or have the bandwidth to kind of make some of these things happen that they've been talking about. I just want to see how you are feeling about all this. You may hear a lot of squawky birds. I've put a bird feeder outside thinking that I get a load of lovely birds, and what I'm getting is some kind of fight with a lot of starlings. It's a little bit distracting. Right, let's see how you are showing up to this. Okay, you get 9 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. So I feel like you've been quite heavily triggered, that you feel like this is a little bit of a nightmare that has caused you to take a step back, to want to protect yourself, okay? To close your heart to them and want to protect yourself against any more of this, because you're just like, well, you're not showing up for me, you're not meeting my needs. I don't feel like you're being true to me. I don't feel like I can trust you. I don't feel like I can believe in you 100%. I don't feel 100% safe with you. I feel like I'm not on a very solid ground, right? You don't feel like you're kind of anchored down into something really solid. You feel like you're in this energy of like, I don't know where I stand. I don't know where I stand. I don't feel safe, right? And so you've been very triggered, and I think you're right to do that, to take a step back, to want to protect yourself in this way, and to want to get into an energy that is more stable, right? With this 4 of Wands, to find some stability in yourself, to find your own anchor, to anchor down, maybe to kind of put some of that energy away from them and back onto yourself, or to kind of hang out with people who do make you feel safe, your kind of friends, those people who are true to you, your family, whatever it is, to retreat a little bit and go home to yourself, where you can feel safer, where you can regroup, where you can kind of feel a little bit more like you can regain your equilibrium and feel more balanced. This is what I'm sensing from you. Let's check in with your person. So you get 2 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. Right, Gemini's energy showing up here. I feel like your person there's this energy here where there's been a breakup, maybe you've split up, right? And they've kind of This is energy of kind of, I feel like you're pulling your energy away from them, they're pulling their energy away from you. Perhaps they've kind of moved on from this. It feels like they're walking away from something that's got a lot of potential, they're walking away from making a long-term commitment, is what I'm seeing with this Ten of Pentacles. Like, yeah, there is love here. This is a soulmate energy that they're showing up as. This connection may have begun as a friendship for some of you, but I feel like there's been a breakup. And they're kind of walking away from the long-term potential of this, or just from commitments, okay? They're just like, they're turning their back on commitment of committing to you, or deciding what it is that they truly want and committing to that, whatever it is. It's just like they're staying in limbo, right? They want to keep all their options open. They're staying in this energy of limbo, but in doing so, they're in limbo, but they're keeping everyone else who's in this situationship in this limbo as well, including you, right? You feel like you're in limbo. This is why you're just like, this connection isn't moving forward, but you feel like you can't move forward with something else or with your own life either. The whole thing just feels like you're in limbo. You're mirroring their energy, where they are in this limbo energy as well. So I feel like they're turning their back on commitment at this time. Remember, we're just looking at a snapshot of the energy surrounding this connection. Like we said at the beginning, this is a transformative time. Sometimes you've got to break down to break through. So we'll explore this further, right? They're not realizing the potential of this connection. This is a soulmate energy, a twin flame energy. I see two people who aren't on the same page. I see a breakup or a separation here, right? It could be like, it feels like it's quite definitive, like, yeah, I'm definitely done with this. But they've turned their back on this. They won't say to you, yes, you're my person. Yes, I'm committed to you. Yes, I want this for the future. They haven't said those things. And in not being clear with you, right? Maybe they've been direct and just said, no, I'm not gonna, or I don't want that. But I just feel like it's been a little bit more underhand or vague, or like it's implied. I feel like there's a lot of mixed messages here. Like they say one thing, yeah, I love you so much, I want to be with you, I love being around you, I've never felt like this about anybody, and yet they do something entirely different. This is what I'm seeing here. I want to be with you forever, I always want to be with you, and yet they do something completely different, where they don't make the time for you, when they don't call when they say they're going to call, when they don't turn up when they say they're going to turn up, when they don't make the time for you. So but again, this is an energy of transformation. Spirit is really saying, look, they can change, this situation can change, but it definitely looks like it needs some changing, okay? Because they're not meeting your needs. Because if you were honest with yourself and just said, you know, if you imagine healthy, true, committed, beautiful, abundant, nourishing love, does it look like the situation that you're in right now? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Does it look like that? And if it doesn't, then you can get on to the road of manifesting a connection, or a connection with this person that does look like that, okay? You want to keep in your vision, in your mind's eye, what it is that you do want, not what it is that you don't want. Know that you're worthy of it. You're worthy of reciprocal love. You're worthy of nourishing love, okay? You're worthy of someone who sees you, okay? You're worthy of someone who makes you a priority. They're interested in you, and they love you, and they recognize you as a soulmate, and yet there is this energy of just like, but I can't, they're non-committal, right? That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so you get Page of Wands, Temperance, Five of Cups. Sagittarius energy showing up here really strongly. So it's interesting. There is this transformational energy here. There is healing energy here with this Temperance. It may be a case that it's too little too late in this situation. I see your person transforming, gentler energies coming in here, right? It's like they're recognizing the potential that this connection has. There's a lot of, there is this spark here. There is this deep attraction. I see that there's a lot of intensity, right? And a lot of flirtation in this connection, right? But there's this energy of just like, that they're changing. this Five of Cups, this realization that has come in, this kind of change that they're making, where they come to this realization that they're being unfair, or that they haven't shown up in their power for you. And now there is this energy of just like they feel like they have lost you, okay? Or just like a lot of sorrow over how they've behaved towards you, okay? That they weren't able to give you what it is that you need and what it is that you wanted at the time. But again, this energy of transformation, this is a time of assimilation right now. I feel like your person may be dealing with mental health issues, struggling with depression or anxiety or some kind of low self-worth, something like this, that they have within them, where they feel like, where they kind of create all of this mess and drama and complexity in order to kind of be a shield to let anybody get very close to them. But this is a time of assimilation. You're assimilating a lot of what's been said and and what has transpired between you and what's kind of happened, okay? And in doing so, they're realizing that they haven't been the best person that they can be. There are a lot of regrets here that they have. Okay, let's see. Okay, you get the Fool, you get 10 of Pentacles again, and then you get 4 of Swords. Virgo's energy showing up here really strongly. So yeah, they want to turn over a new leaf. This is a transformation that we're seeing here. Those deeper, darker energies, that kind of gritty energy, that struggle. There's this energy of like, if they had their time again with you, they do things completely differently. This is the assimilation that's coming in here because they have so much regret about that, right? They're just like, if I met you now with this, you know, and felt this spark of attraction, like if I knew how important this was and this connection, if they'd been able to recognize who you were and how important this connection was from the beginning, then they would have shown up completely differently. And there's such a strong energy in that energy field of just like, of kind of wanting to turn back the clock, of wanting to turn back time and wanting to do things completely differently and show up in a different way. They feel like they don't even want you to know that they can be this person. They don't want you to have seen them as this person who is not empowered, who's been a bit of a mess, who just hasn't been in that empowered energy, and they wish that you could see them in a new light. It's what I'm hearing from Spirit. They want you to see them in a new light, but they definitely want a fresh start with you to create something that is committed for the future, to build something for the future. But they feel with this Four of Swords that maybe it's a done deal, or that you wouldn't accept them now. I feel like you've kind of closed your energy off to them and that they can't feel your energy. They can't sense you, they can't get a sense of whether or not you'd be open to that, whether or not you would want that, like for real. I feel like maybe you have ghosted them, or you're just being very quiet, you're keeping yourself to yourself, you're keeping your energy to yourself, you're not giving them a lot to go on. But they would like this fresh start, this fresh energy for something that is more committed, that's something more long term. It may be something that they just kind of haven't made a move on. It's something that they're contemplating, that they're thinking about. They're thinking, yes, I want this person. Do you know what? That would be really magical. I wish we could start again. I wish we could start over. But it's something that they're mulling over inside them. They see that potential there as a result of this assimilation that we've got with this Temperance energy. Let's see what else they want to say to you. Healing and replenishing, mirroring that energy of the Temperance, that energy of assimilation. This is a time for healing. It's not a time for trying to fix things, force things, or even to take action. This is a time for kind of going within, rebuilding your reserves, reflecting on the situation. There's definitely a lot for your person to reflect on here, I think. Facing fears. This is a thing. They need to face up to what it is that they fear the most. That fear of kind of not being good enough, right? But I see them being able to do that. That's the change that is coming in this connection. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. That's exactly what we've been talking about in this reading. These obstacles that are here. There is love here in this connection. This is this hidden, mirroring this hidden energy as well that we had at the beginning, right? That there are like hidden issues, subconscious issues that are kind of blocking the way of this union coming forward. But it is a time of transformation, and there are, so spirit is clear, there are solutions here, right? There are solutions here. You know, this Fool energy is about kind of freedom, you know, being able to express and move forward freely without, you know, without these obstacles being in the way. Here we go, new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. That's what I see here, a fresh start coming in for you. This is the transformation that we've been talking about. Transformation, a really, really clear theme in this reading. Yeah, there needs to be some time, you know, for them to lick their wounds, for them to reflect on things, for the energies, for the dust to settle a little bit. That's the kind of energy that you're in right now. But this is going to lead to some new energy coming into this. Some space is going to lead to some new energy in order to explore this further. So there is more to this story, okay? That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me, if you're still with me. If you want a personal reading, I do recommend Casamba. They're a great platform. Casamba are offering Lumiere subscribers 70% off their first reading. Such an amazing deal. You get your first 3 minutes absolutely for free, and that is such a good way of seeing if you connect to the person that you have chosen. Remember the rules, always choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience. So if you are looking for a more in-depth reading, then you can get 70% off your first reading with Casamba. There are amazing psychics on there. They're a very I would say they're a very friendly platform. There are a lot of nice people over on Casamba, so I absolutely love them, and I know you will too. Check that out. That deal is linked in the description box if it resonates with you and you want someone to kind of answer those questions that you have about this connection and the future of this relationship. But I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye-bye.